What a game by Brentford and Arsenal. What a game. I watched the ball. I did not understand if this Brentford were going for the title because of how composed they were. But then I now remember that these are the same boys that went to Aston Villa, Villa Park, and they got a win there. They went to St. James Park and they got a win there. Two hostile environment in back-to-back games, and they got 6 points. So when I thought about that, then I now understood where the morale was coming from and where the momentum was coming from. Because look at how they played. They were a better team for majority of the game. Especially when they got the equalizer, they had the better chances of winning. Because Arsenal were so lackadaisical, did not have that impetus going forward. Because that you can deduce from the Martinelli's miss. So you understand what I'm saying, because this does not feel like a loss to Arsenal. To me, it feels like a loss to Brentford because of how dominant they were in the game. They were that good. So Arsenal dropping 2 points does not mean that the title race is over, that City will automatically crawl into the title race and make it their own, because City themselves, like I've been saying all season, have their own problem plaguing them. And Arsenal, I was not impressed at all. Truth must be told. You cannot be offered good position by other teams that have been giving Manchester City problem, and only for you to throw those advantages away. It's a problem. So you must understand. But this game, I can't blame Arsenal because they played against a better team. Because you are going for the league does not mean that every team must bow to you. Rather, just because you are going for the league, you must earn whatever you get at the end of the game. At the end of each 90 minutes, you must earn it. So it's a work. You must show workings. So because when I watched the game, Eze was too flat-footed in the first half. He was too lackadaisical. He was non-existent in the midfield. Brentford were easily bypassing him. They were making mediocre of him in that first half. That was why he was removed at the start of the second half. But everybody, the only spark in Arsenal's gameplay today was Madueke scoring his first goal in over a year. That is the only improvement I saw in this Arsenal side. Other than that, everybody was too flat-footed. It was easy for Brentford to defend. Arsenal did not put them under immense amount of pressure. Even the goal that Madueke scored was down to the error by Brentford. If not that ball, they would have easily cleared it before Nkapi crossed the ball for Madueke to score. So to me, a lot needs to be done for this Arsenal side to improve, because we have 12 games to go, and definitely they won't win the whole 12 games, and they have some potential banana skin games to come. Why I say banana skin game, I don't expect I expect them to have little issues, but I hope they prove me wrong, especially game against Chelsea. Chelsea will be coming to the Stamford Bridge. Why I feel it's a banana skin and for the contest is because Liam Resino is only 2 losses as Chelsea's coach. He's been to Arsenal in the EFL Cup. So with that loss continue, will he continue to lose against Chelsea? Then if he loses 3 straight games against Chelsea, then it's a problem. Then it will not have that psychological effect on him and his troops. So that is why I feel that that game, Chelsea will do everything in order to stall Arsenal, that you cannot beat us in 3 consecutive games. That is my ideology. I might be wrong. And definitely, even the game against Tottenham is supposed to be another banana skin, because they are going away to White Hart Lane Park. So now, if you are going to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and they are looking for a new coach, because they've not signed a new coach as at the time of this video, when they get a new coach, that new coach, will be tasked with the responsibility that Arsenal must not win this game at our home. Arsenal must not win this game in our backyard, because if Arsenal wins this game, that means we are supporting them to win the league. We are giving them a pathway to win the league. So as our arch rivals, our arch enemy, the least we can do is to drag some point away from Arsenal. So that is why I think that game too is a potential banana skin. And Tottenham will even have a longer rest period than Arsenal, because they are not in the FA Cup, so they have time to prepare more, and to still go again in that game. They have over 10 days stretch to prepare for that game. So that is why I'm thinking that that might still be a potential banana skin. But and the game against Manchester City, but that one is anybody's game because even City, they too can draw or lose that game. Forget the fact that they are playing it at the Etihad Stadium. Nothing is certain because I'm not too convinced with what I've seen from City so far. But Arteta needs to stay grounded because this is the most challenging period of the season, especially with those games that I just mentioned. The Tottenham game at Tottenham Stadium, the Chelsea game still coming to the Emirates. So I think those two games will prove very decisive in the title race in conjunction with the game against Manchester City at the Etihad. So other than that, this night, Arsenal fans should not see it as a lost opportunity. You should thank God that you even got away with a point because Brentford were all up for it all night. They could have gotten the whole 3 point. If Thiago was very clinical, they would have scored 2 3 goals. So it was just not meant to be. So Arsenal should be grateful, not see that it was a lost point. See it as a point gained rather than a point lost. So you guys are still 4 points of City. So it's not the end of the world, and not that City are in an imperious form themselves. So they are looking for consistency. So let's see how the season pans out. But I'm not happy on behalf of Arsenal. I thought they could have prepared more for that match, and they would have had more questions to ask of Brentford. But what can we say? The result is the result, and the game is the game. So let's see how the season pans out.